How to get a refund from affiliate network sites. Hi, welcome to the Hidden Online Living YouTube channel. My name is Peter, and in this short video I just want to demonstrate and show you the steps you need to take when you want to get a refund from an affiliate network site and the steps that you need to take in order to do so. So you've bought a product on one of the affiliate networks, whether it be ClickBank, JVZoo, Warrior Plus. You've tried to implement the strategies that it mentions in these platforms, and then you quickly realize that it's not for you, or that it actually doesn't work, or there's questions around the certain strategies and so forth that they implement. So you decide, right, I want to get a refund. And the chances are that you go to try and get a refund only to have it kind of held back for a certain period of time, which can leave you feeling very frustrated, I know. So in this case, what do you actually do? You just have to persist with them. You just have to make sure that you keep at them and say that you want your money back. Because it's a case that they will try and probably prolong it for as long as they possibly can. But you need to be aware of certain aspects and make sure that when you're actually purchasing software on a website, that you understand the terms and conditions and always read through the policies and there are money back guarantees and so forth, because there's always certain topics and information that you do need to be aware of to ensure that you will get your money back. Now, I personally can relate to each of you out there that have bought a lot of these products and shiny objects. I've been there myself in a lot of cases, and up until not recently, like say about a year ago, a couple of months ago, I was in that process myself as well. Whereas I was looking to try and buy something and hoping myself, same as everyone else, trying to figure out how I can get started online, how I can get things to work. And a lot of the times, a lot of the programs that I bought, they were useful to some degree. They had some very good information on some cases. But when you went to implement them, you couldn't really get them to work. Because there was no way of really promoting a lot of the stuff that they had mentioned, and there was no real way to figure out how to do it. So you'd still be left pretty much scratching your head trying to figure things out and not really sure what to do at all. So it's taken me a lot of time and trial and error to try and figure this out as well for myself. And that's why I want to relay that information on to you guys, because there's a lot of you out there that have been in my position or that currently are in my position that are going through these processes. And you do need to be aware of that when you do go to buy something off one of these platforms, you just need to take into account and consideration some of these core concepts around these programs, so that you can figure out within enough time, especially say if it's you have like a 14-day trial period, or you have a 30-day money back guarantee period, that you take that time, that if you're going to sit down and implement the strategies, or at least try and learn the course or something like that you've actually bought, take the time to understand it, and then you will know fairly quickly whether it's actually going to be of value to you or not. So once you figure that out, then if you realize that it's not for you, what you actually need to do to be able to go and do to try and get your money back. Because when you get that money back, you can use that to invest in another platform or a more in-depth piece of software or course that will actually benefit you a lot more than the product that you had bought previously. Now, that's not to say that all products and services on these platforms are bad. There is actually a lot of good ones, but you do have to kind of filter through a lot of them, and you will come across a lot of questionable ones, bad ones, and so forth before you actually do hit some good ones. But again, you just have to pretty much look at it with your own due diligence and just try to not just jump the gun, absorb as much information as you possibly can, and have a really high discussion with yourself and try and decide whether this is going to be something for you or not. So then when it's a case that when you do decide, then if you think that it is going to be high value, then you can go and purchase it. But even as a good result would be, make sure to check out likes of product reviews on the likes of YouTube and other sources as well before you can decide to make a decision, because at least it'll give you a lot more in-depth information. So obviously when you're going through the process of trying to get your refund, if you've decided that the program is not for you, what you'll need to do is you'll need to go on to the platform that you actually purchased the program for, and make sure to check out their support section. There will be information there to show you how you can actually get a refund, and make sure you absorb all that information and actually just follow the steps of what you actually need to do to get in contact with the vendors or contact the actual affiliate network platform itself, and try to get the process going to try and get your refund. Now, in some cases you might be lucky enough where you might get your money back pretty much straight away, but they probably will, and assuming there will be cases, which some of you probably have already experienced, where it will take a little bit longer to get your money back. What actually happens is the vendors will try to prolong it a little bit, to try and hope that you will maybe just say, oh, you know what, I've had enough of this, and go on to something else. But don't. If you're adamant that the program isn't for you and you feel like you've wasted your money, you need to be adamant. You need to keep going at them and say, no, this product isn't for me, I want my money back. And you just have to stand your ground. There's no ifs or buts about it, because you don't want to be taken advantage of, and you want to know that when you're spending your money that it's legitimate and from a legitimate source. So that way you know that you're getting value for the money you're spent, regardless of whether it's a $10 product or $15 product, or whether it's $100 or even $1,000 product. You want to get that value for your money that you're willing to spend, because at the end of the day you want to be able to grow, and you want to use that information to actually help you achieve your goals. So just take a good note of that, and make sure that when you do decide to purchase something, that you are aware of what your entitlements are. Always make sure, like I said, to check out the information pages on the affiliate networks, and even the likes of the JV pages and the affiliate network pages on the products that are being sold. Always try and take your time and go through the whole sales page and make sure that you check out the different policies and refund policies, etc., that they actually offer. That way then you can make an informed decision when you do decide whether it's going to be something for you or not. Because like myself, I have been in that situation, very similar to most of you guys out there, where I bought products as well, thinking that this is it, this is what's going to help me, and it looked good, and like maybe I can use that to do something. And some of the training would be good, but then others probably not so much, and it did leave you with a lot more questions rather than answers. So it took a while to figure things out, and eventually I stumbled back and forth, and again spending a lot more money on products, again thinking. So it is a case that if you are willing to spend a good bit of money, you need to be clear of the refund policy, just in case that you need to claw some of it back. But before long, you will actually find something that will actually resonate with you. You will find a product or a service online, even on one of these platforms maybe, that will actually help you. Like even for myself, I'm currently using a product, a blueprint, which is called a simple traffic blueprint. And I'm currently using it to actually grow my own online business, because it fills in the gaps. It teaches all the know-hows and everything that you should be aware of when you're actually trying to grow your own online business, and what to actually start off with, and the steps that you need to know. And it actually will help you cut down your time of avoiding certain objects or shiny objects, and just focus on the tasks at hand, which in my case is creating videos and creating content. And it shows you how to leverage that to be able to grow. So I'll leave a link in the description for that if you want to check it out, because it's helping me grow my business, and I definitely guarantee that it will actually help you get started as well. So hopefully you found this video here to be helpful, and hopefully it's given you some insight as to what you should be aware of when you are deciding to purchase a service or a product from one of these affiliate networks. And if you realize if it's not for you, how you can actually go about going to get a refund and getting your money back. So if you have found this video to be helpful, make sure to leave a like on the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you're made aware of future content, as I create videos just like this to be able to actually make you aware of the things that you should potentially focus on or avoid when you're wanting to create your own online business. And if you want even more information regarding some of the topics that I talk about on this channel, make sure to check out some of the other videos that I have in the cards and even here, to give you an idea of some other areas to be focusing on, even with tutorials and that, showing you how to use certain products and features that I use on a daily basis, that actually are very, very good, that will actually show you how to get started and get up and running very quickly with your business. And I will see you all in the next one.